Okay. Hello, everyone. I am, of course, live with Sea of Thieves. As you may have seen in the title and any of the posts I made about streaming, I'm just not really feeling right today. So I was just gonna try and play some Sea of Thieves, hang out with anyone who comes by, chat, see if I can get anyone talking. Sea of Thieves has been my go-to game to just exist on for ages. I'll literally just roam about, do whatever comes by, just kind of enjoy time to myself, fish, do whatever. And unfortunately, in the process of setting up my stream, there was some fog that I was going to roam headfirst into, trying to do the folly of finding the shrouded ghost, but it seems the fog has officially dissipated. So I'm just gonna roam about and see what happens, because that's usually how it goes when it comes to my Sea of Thieves games. Would do tall tales, I would do other things, but I might just roam into the nicer parts of the areas. Do as I usually do. Find the small islands, gather some loot, bury it for later, and then just donate the stuff. That is typically what I've been doing when it comes to Sea of Thieves, is just log in, play for a bit, find small islands, kill the boss skeletons that drop a map, maybe take their stuff, maybe just rebury it for later. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to, on this stream at least, see if I can do a Mythbusters and see how many X's can I put on a single island. Just load up a ton of stuff and just go for it. I'll just see what comes and goes. Just kind of existing to myself. I would throw on some music, but usually just listen to what Sea of Thieves has to give. I do wish, I know it's still a pirate game, but I do wish there was an auto music thing that existed. Oh. Why are the waves staggering? It might have been rendering something. I haven't often run Sea of Thieves on my PC, but I used to run it on my Xbox and I never had an issue. Granted, it was built for Xbox, and every PC is different, so could be entirely that. Let's see what's that little Isle of Last Words. Actually, before I do, let me see. Let me put on my regular sword. I got the Halo one just because I am a diehard Halo nerd, but let's see, Ruby Stinger. And it's usually been this one. If you can't tell, I am a fan of the Ashen Dragon set. Well, the ship set. Oh, hi, Gunpowder. Hang on. I need to move myself away from that a little bit. See if I can just move this ship. I gotta remember, are those the birds that just exist here naturally, or is there like a barrel thing right there? Wait, is that something? Small islands. I always gotta double check. Now, let me just, in case I miss. There we go. Thankfully, there isn't a... What's the word? There isn't a mechanic where skeletons can pick up the gunpowder that was dropped by other characters. Or other skellies. Ah, great. Snakes. Go away. I would grab a storage crate and load up on stuff like I usually would, but at the same time, I'm not planning on being on for the longest time. And I usually find stuff anyways. I scavenge my ass off when it comes to Sea of Thieves. So, well, clearly there is no boss skeleton, so I might as well just do this and move on. God, the bird shadows. I thought there was something that wasn't a shark in the water. And for anyone watching current or in the future in a past VOD, if anyone actually can let me know if the audio settings were good or bad, that would honestly be much appreciated because I try to audio test the best myself. I honestly just use kind of like the levels I have in OBS to see how loud it is. I kind of try to not go into the red, but also not really go too far into the blue. The blue seems like it would be moderately quiet. Try to keep it in the yellow. That seems like a good spot of audible. Oh, hey. I stopped at a single island and I'm already ranked 2 on the battle pass. Let's see, let me check out this little triangle of islands over here. And on the same note of feedback, the stream border, the little gray and orange bits on the outside. I got it because, well, first of all, when I was commissioning my stuff, the person who was making the art also offered for that, and I thought it sounded like a good idea. But honestly, if it's for the views, or for the viewer, if it's for the viewing post live when it's archived or something like that, for the border, not for the border, would like it to be a little bit smaller or further off screen, because in the future I do fully plan on getting a face cam entirely and actually having a face cam of my 6 out of 10 self for the stream. But I still have things to work on in terms of background or just not wearing barely anything. I say as I'm literally wearing sport shorts, a sleeveless shirt, and that is pretty much it. Underwear, of course, that should be assumed, but I feel like I should say it just because I feel like there'd be some people that would just default and say, he didn't say underwear, so he's going commando. I'm not gonna lie, though, as much as I love Safer Seas, I kind of hate how much they restrict everything. Like, why can't I use my sloop? Like, I'd like the nameplate that says the Devil's Raven. Like, if I recall, it's just blank here. It's blank like it was at the start of Sea of Thieves. I do kind of miss the vanilla days of Sea of Thieves, where literally everything was those 3 bounties, the Skull Fort, and that was it. Looking back on Sea of Thieves, I kind of dropped off my interest when they went the seasonal model, because it seemed like a lot of the seasonal challenges were the same thing. Every time I've loaded it into Sea of Thieves, I always see that step foot on every outpost, step foot on every island, kill skeletons, the very generic bits, which I get, that's the core concept of Sea of Thieves, so kind of understand why I kept seeing it. In that same regard, I do kind of miss the old days where it wasn't seasons, it was DLCs, which granted they were only around for like 3 weeks of events, and so there was very, very limited time stuff that you could earn. But it kind of came with a reverence, that thing. Because there was, of course, how do I say this? Titles that went with each of the DLCs. Like, I think when it was, ooh, what the hell is this? Is this anything? Or I feel like this has to do with an Easter egg or a tall tale. Or just some separate mission. Man. Wish there was somebody in the chat that could tell me what the hell I'm looking at. Like I said, it's been ages since I've officially played. Message in a bottle. Oh, wow. Hang on. Can't I just get... Yeah, I can just get rid of that. What is a skeleton fight for? I love last words. Wasn't that just where I was? I see if the... Like, I recognize the island easily, but I forget the names of the island every time. Now, I do wonder how many people are looking at the title and seeing, oh, this guy isn't killing people in Sea of Thieves. How boring. Sea of Thieves could have been a perfect, just chill, hangout kind of game. But, yeah. Too many people treated it like, because there is piracy, that you must be a pirate. I was always part of the gang of live and let be. Oh yeah, Isle of Last Words was there. Yeah, I might swing back around. I might just ignore this quest. I might post it on a board. Oh, fort's up. Honestly, that has kind of been my thing with the last couple of updates of Sea of Thieves. Play, hang out, do some time, gather the loot. When it's all done, bury it all, post the quest, give it back. It's a nice kind of passive income, because I know you do get a portion of all the loot that you just kind of stash and give to other people. That's kind of why I applauded Sea of Thieves and Rare for what they did with the game at that point. Where you could bury stuff and come back for it later, so you didn't have to carry loot all the time. And if you had a bunch of stuff that was, you know, deposited towards the end of a day, obviously you wouldn't keep the loot overnight, so why not just post the map, let somebody else get it. Get like a, I forget if it was any like percentage amount, but it was a little bit of money. You would just get it and kind of get the percentage cost. It's kind of like a commissioner? I think that's the right word. They'd turn in the loot, get all of it. You'd get 20%. Who knows the actual math, because meh. Oh, this is one of those either. Oh, wait. Actually, I just realized. I haven't played Sea of Thieves since they did an update that is actually quite handy for access when you show up to weird parts of islands. Hang on. Aha! Oh. I didn't realize I'd actually have to balance myself. I thought they were messing around when they said you actually have to balance. Well, that's a nifty thing, just to keep in mind for later. If I ever pull up to a wrong side of an island, I don't need to go around to the right side. No. Put away banana. Give me these. I need to remember to actually offload. As much as I'm not hard grinding materials, I do have to get rid of them every now and again. Damn, no boss skeleton here either to loot. Just bats. Maybe there was a reason I stayed out of the wilds when it came to the region. Usually whenever I did this, I just do it on the small, Oh wait, isn't this the secret thing for a tall tale? I'm still surprised I let you interact with this stuff when you're not in the tall tale. Oh yeah, this is the weird Flameheart shrine. Weird symbols. I would spend the time trying to figure it out, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't even work or have anything worth seeing if you're not in the active tall tale. Yeah. I do kind of miss the simple... I know I'm talking about a lot of Sea of Thieves missing old times, but I do miss when the newest thing to Sea of Thieves was tall tales. Because it was an odd sort of chaos and conflict where so many people were doing the new tall tales. And obviously, there's, let's just say for argument's sake, there's 6 boats on a server at any time. If all 6 boats were doing... Oh, forgot to balance. But if all 6 boats were doing tall tales, and unfortunately some of them were running the same one at the same time, there was bound to be, let's just say, parking issues. And from that point, oh boy. I still remember with the initial Hungering Deep event when they first introduced the Megalodon, and it was the limited event, I was witness, and I think actually, if I'm being honest, instigator, of at least, like, 3 multi-ship all-out fights at Sharkbait Cove. Because Rare, unfortunately, didn't know this at the time, but making a NPC that showed up at one location and a brand new event that was a rare thing, oh boy, it was going to spawn some conflict. I saw at least like a 4-ship fight outside of Sharkbait Cove like 3 times when that initial Hungering Deep event happened. Which, like I said, I honestly may have instigated one of them because I didn't think I understood exactly what was happening. But man, oh man, that was a rough time. And then we learned we needed other ships to actually continue the Hungering Deep, which that was a real kick in the ass every time Rare's like, oh yeah, you know this event? You need 5 people for it. So you know how many people you need? More than you can earn in one boat. And then everyone rolled their eyes because you had to find somebody you had to, you know, cooperate with. And even when alliances happen, finding cooperative people in Sea of Thieves, that is harder than finding the Box of Mysterious Wonders. It is truly an odd time of Sea of Thieves. You know, if I was smart, I would probably spend a stream, instead of going throughout all of the basic areas, actually trying to go after that Box of Wondrous Secrets. That, what's it called? Mystical treasure that instigated the Devil's Roar, what's the word? Treachery, where Stitcher Jim, you know, I forget if he killed everyone, but all of the people that was on that fated voyage into the Devil's Roar that they died looking for, yeah, that's actually a real thing. It just has a chance to literally spawn as washed up items on islands in the Devil's Roar. Which again, oh wait, Scattershot. Group of smaller cannonballs break dealing a wider oh yeah. I forgot they added more cannonball types. See, this is what happens when I don't place it. What the oh. I was about to say, is that Coral Message Siren Vault? Yeah, that seems like such a hassle. Especially considered... Well, I am alone, so I don't have to worry about leaving it unaccompanied for a long time. Oh, hey. Trident. And I love that this counts as a reward simply because you can sell it. Damn it, I forgot to offload my shit again. Man, it has really been ages since I've been a pirate. Now, looking back, I still think, let's see, what was it? I'm trying to remember the names. Hungering Deep was the Megalodon. Skeleton Fleets, I forget the name of that one. Of the official event title. And then I know the Devil's Roar was obviously the Devil's Roar. I think the Skeleton Fleet might have been the fun one because it was a PvE. Well, it was obviously another PvE event. But it was a pretty interesting PvE event. Wait, Shipwreck Bay. What starts there? Oh, yeah. That's, what's his name? Pendragon? Was that his name? The Black Witch captain that lives in a painting. Something like that. Screw it. We'll go for some combat. I'll take out some skellies. We'll visit the Isle of Last Words again. And see how rusty I am when it comes to fighting skeletons. I'm honestly surprised it took Rare as long as they did to introduce solo sessions. I think the first time I became truly fed up with losing fights in Sea of Thieves, which I know people are going to say, you know, just get good, stop losing the fights, start winning, you'll have a completely different opinion, but, you know, whatever. My competitive edge is burnt out completely. Like, you say PvP, I'm immediately groaning because I just don't have the stomach for hard grind PvP anymore, really. You can blame Call of Duty 2019, or Modern Warfare 2019 for that. I set my sights on Damascus because I thought it was in reach, and it was. I did get Damascus for the original set of weapons that came out for that game. And then I didn't play Cold War. I didn't play Modern Warfare 2, at least until like a year after it came out. Actually, I think officially I didn't buy Modern Warfare 2 or play multiplayer Modern Warfare 2 until Modern Warfare 3 was announced and was like a month away. Which, of course, that is keynote of my gaming history. Getting games right before the next one of the series comes out and the fandom dies. I still hear, I forget what his name was, but he's one of the guys on TikTok that he does video game streams. I forget his name, seriously, but you might recognize him. He's used like a little animated chibi version of himself. Black dude, red cap. I'm sure anyone who watches TikTok on gaming stuff would know any bit who I'm talking about. But he mentioned Warzone has officially like killed Call of Duty, and it seemed like it made sense when he mentioned that, because obviously Warzone exists on its own right across all three of like, or all, hang on, actually 5 of the last Call of Duty titles. Because it's Modern Warfare, it's Vanguard, Cold War, and Modern Warfare 2 and 3. And it just basically talked about how because everyone is playing Warzone in between, most people just divert to the most recent COD for weapon leveling. And the last year's COD, or 2 years ago COD, good luck finding a lobby. From what I heard, Cold War, which actually my brain is only like a 3-year-old game, literally dead game, supposedly. I think the servers for Transformers Fall of Cybertron are more populated. Those mythic servers of a game that, while still active, you can't buy a digital version for some reason. Because that's just how life works. Ah, just my luck. I find a random bounty, and the first wave, shadow skeletons. At night. And actually, what time is it in game? Well, I just heard the Kraken roar, so 3 a.m. It'll be... Oh. Thank you for the tooltip. That's exactly why I was groaning. How long until daylight officially? Screw it. Visual. Visual something. Stop that. Stun him. Salt Sea Stunner. Oh, you put that away. Wait, what? Oh, those are snakes. I thought I heard a shadow skeleton with a gunpowder barrel. Which, fun fact with shadow skeletons, if you actually find a gunpowder skeleton while he's a shadow skeleton, if he blows up while he's still ethereal, I think he bugs out, and because the the suicide skeleton was meant to obviously die after the gunpowder goes poof. Oh god, stop blocking, you absolute ass. Oh, where'd you go? No, motherfucker, don't eat that. I still don't know if that ever actually stopped. Well, Wrath. Whoa. Well, that's a new skull I don't recall ever seeing. To me, these guys only dropped up to the gold skeletons, the villainous skeleton. This is a new one. Oh wait, this is right bumper. All right, cool. New skull I don't recall hearing about. Just put that on the... Nope. Hang on. Nope, hang on. Oh, that's right. I don't think I can put anything on that shelf, but I can put something on that shelf. Alright, so the metal skellies. Might as well take a bucket. Oh, they're already in the water. How nice of them. And are inherently weaker than I remember. I remember each of these even weakened taking like 2 hits. Minimum. What has become of you, my rusty friends? Wasn't there an ammo pouch here? Ah, yeah, there was. Oh, hi there. I should have missed that. Full honesty. That felt like a miss. Plants. Now, I get their, like, healing water, and obviously you could bring 2 guns to a fight in which plant skeletons would be a problem. But it still makes me laugh that you would make skeletons weak to swords. Ah, sweet. The daytime is here. So I can just fight these as if regular skeletons, which I think... Oh, ow, ow. So many guns. Hang on. Stop that. Oh, hey. Back off. I'm trying to kill your guys. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's certainly rusty against fighting skeletons. That is one thing that I kind of regret when I play on Safer Seas, is that just generally, obviously you're not going to meet anyone here. And if you were in a server with people minding their own business, it would be such a funny, hey, what got you? Skeleton, what got you? Gravity. Let's see, just put those away. And I will try to fight my OCD urge and just not organize that because I don't need to. As I say to myself, where the urge of organization is growing. Oh, you bastard. Still hate that even with sails up, like, I get that it's realistic, but I still hate the shift drips. It drifts away. Stop blocking. That was a mechanic that I feel like is super annoying that they talk to skeletons. It just takes one blocking skeleton to basically mess with your shit. What is this skull? How many new skulls did they add when I wasn't looking? First I find a silver and purple one, and now I see a gold one that is also silver and purple. Rare, what have you done to Sea of Thieves without me here? I go to not playing this thing, like, from 10 a.m. to 5 a.m. Well, that math doesn't math out. It was more like... I don't know. It's hard to remember the times of when I was actually awake, considering this was a time that I had no job and I literally just played Sea of Thieves. Those two didn't correlate. It was, I just didn't have a job, and then Sea of Thieves came out. I did not lose, or I did not quit my job or lose my job because of Sea of Thieves. Oh wait, can you double? No, yeah, figures you can't double. I know my ship is right there, but I'm still gonna use an ammo pouch. Wow, the metal ones are inherently weaker than I remember. And another weird skull. Good lord. If this ain't a sign that I have not played Sea of Thieves in ages, literally these skeleton bounties used to be crab bony skulls, the bronze skull, the silver skull, and the gold one. And now I've got silver and glowing pink, and of course whispering, as these skulls do. Actually, I'm gonna head right to Daggertooth and see if there's any specialness about these. If I'm messing up by selling them and I could do something unique with them, tell me now. I'm just trying to get answers here. How you doing, Captain Bones? Sorry I didn't respond initially. I looked at my stream thing. I looked at my stream and I saw in my preview that there was chat, but for some reason my multi-stream window didn't have you in there. Ah, that crap. I keep forgetting. Tabbed out. Can you tell I've only gotten to PC like... Fuck, what's the math now? 5 months ago? I still press buttons on the controller and when nothing happens, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it not working? The whispers of a skull. Oh, wait. Hang on. I might have made a mistake. I'm just gonna do that for safe. Whoa! Did not do a mistake. Appreciate spreading the vibes there, bud. I'm sure as you can tell by the title, I'm not exactly feeling right, but I'm just trying to improve the mood. Oh, more messages in a bottle to ignore. That's a blue blinking. Ah, this is a skull I recall seeing before. Granted, this is also something we would designate as shitbox. A throwback to when the only chests available were castaways, seafarers. What was the next one? It wasn't captain. Marauders, captains, and then like chests of sorrow. That was it. And as the basic bony skull and the... what's the word? The bony and bronze skulls. That fit right next to castaway and seafarers, as we would just call them literally shit boxes. And let's see, was there anything else in there, or was that just great? Okay, I think it was the... what's the word? Siren Vault. That sounds right, but also doesn't. So, Captain Bones, when did you start playing Sea of Thieves? Are you literally a day oneer like me? And when this game used to be literally sail, do merchants, dig up chests, or fight skellies, and that was it? Which, granted, actually thinking about it, it hasn't changed that much. It's just, what level of fighting skellies now? Or actually, I suppose there's the ghosts. And the ocean crawlers. And the mermaids. I feel like I'm missing something. Well, no, Flameheart isn't out yet. So a few years into the Sea of Thieves timeline, it was still relatively simple back then. I think at that time... seasons weren't a thing still. It was still like DLCs. Earlier I was reminiscing about how Sea of Thieves literally had new content release in a limited 3-week window event. Like the Megalodons that chase after you. Initially that was only available for 3 weeks. You needed a second crew to help summon it. And good lord, did you need 3 crews. As the Megalodon was tanky and definitely took more bites out of you than it would now. God, Haunted Sails? Was that... I feel like... I'm trying to remember the name of the Skeleton Fleet event. Because the Megalodon was the Hungering one, or the Hungering Deep. Cursed Sails. That's what it was. I was raking my brain to try to remember that. How you doing there, Brittany? I hope the Sea of Thieves boomer talk isn't annoying. Literally, most of the stream has been reminiscing on the old days of Sea of Thieves and how it's been. You know, I actually forgot that what's the word? The galleon... Wait, is that the right word? Oh, yeah, the galleon. I forgot that it actually had 4 front-facing lanterns. And that it lost 2 of them when it got the grappling hooks. Or is that the right word? Grappling hook? Harpoons. That's the right word. Man, that was a core memory, I think, as the word goes, that I just remembered. Alright, let me see what's the do with this. Because I did not know there was such a thing as a pink or silver pinkish sapphire skull. Until literally it popped out of a skeleton that I did not anticipate to have anything better than gold. Oh, wait. They're up there. That's right. How did I forget the layout of Daggertooth? This is the first outpost I ever spawned at. How did I forget that spooky woman was up here? Oh, 1,500. And that's even at a decreased rate, because I'm just on a solo session and can't be bothered with people right now. Sea of Thieves is a happy place. I don't want to deal with people that don't want me happy. Oh, and now you mentioned lanterns. My brain is remembering the absolute pain it was to collect all the lantern colors with the old Halloween event. Because 2 of them... Well, actually, I forget. Did it launch after Devil's Roar? Actually, 3 of them might have been an absolute... Actually, no. I checked myself. Fire bombs didn't exist back then. But to give context, there was a Halloween event back in its initial release that became the mechanic for the Fort of the Damned, where you would have to die a certain way and go to the ferryman's respawn and collect the color of how you died. And let's see if I can remember. Well, the annoying ones were obviously pink because you had to die by a player, which, sure, you could throw yourself at somebody and just hope you die, but unless you literally just swim to their boat, or... What's the word? God, why am I blanking? This is before rowboats, so you just have to sleep on an island until somebody came along and hope they kill you. But yeah, essentially, you would just have to either... Again, let me see if I can remember all my colors. Let's see. Pink was die by player. White was lightning. Red was fire, which would either be fire, or from dying somewhere in the Devil's Roar. Whose car alarm is going off? No. Ain't mine, so I don't have to worry about it. But let's see. Yeah. Pink was players. White was lightning. Red was fire. Blue was... sharks. You died to shark attack. And I want to say that there was purple that was dying to snake venom. And then there was, of course, green that was just general scalies. And I think blue also included drowning, if I can think of it. But you had to do all of those, light them, and I think you actually had to go about and light the lamps at different islands that had lamps on them. Good lord. Is there no one at the neighbor's house that sees their car alarm going off? Or hears it? I hear it, and it's not even my house. I hope no one else has to hear the steady beeping. Good lord, isn't there something about, like, if you don't shut a car alarm off after 30 seconds, it's officially, like, broken? Good lord. Oh, hey, fog. Actually, I was going to just start going to another island, but now I am going to head face first into fog. Why not? See if I can pick that... Words! I'm gonna go see if I can pick a fight with a kraken or a shark. I still remember how terrifying it was to have a kraken encounter while in the deep fog. It was not good at all. Literally, the visibility was only just long enough that you could just barely see one of the kraken's tentacles. Couldn't tell for shit what was happening otherwise. Let's see, while I'm thinking of it, let me mess with this a little bit. Make that just a tiny bit bigger. Ah, crap. It's been ages, I forgot the... What's the word I'm thinking for? The wheel degree? I don't think that's the right word. But however much you had to pit a wheel in a certain direction so you could keep it straight when going straight at things. Finally, they turned off the damn car alarm. Yeah, I'm still actually thinking to this day, I don't know if I've ever officially done a Fort of the Damned. I was usually not the type for confrontation, and the forts were always risk-reward, and I had too many histories of doing a regular skeleton fort, or doing 80% of the work, and then somebody rolls up out of nowhere, takes us out, and then they get all the shit. And somehow, every time they would get away. God, I still remember my worst betrayal of Sea of Thieves. I think this is when skeleton or stronghold gunpowders had been introduced. So there was big booms that could happen, and it was almost always guaranteed. If not, it was certainly a high degree of chance of happening. Oh, that's a shipwreck. Do I stop for the ship? I'll do a quick check of the shipwreck, see if there's anything in there. Maybe fight some mermaids. I think they hang around shipwrecks. What was I saying? Oh, right. Betrayal. Was doing a skeleton fort, and we had teamed up with some dudes just casually. I forget if they were there before us or we were there before them and they appeared not hostile. But we were working through it as we always did with forts, just casually doing. Killed the final boss, opened the thing, and we're all excited. We're all rushing in there. Oh, crap. I lost the birds. Did I miss the thing? Oh. Nope, there it is. I just saw a glimpse of it. Oh, Jesus. Well, nah, fuck it. It's a shipwreck. I know there's some good stuff in there, but I'd much rather find a shark. But what was I saying? So the stronghold finishes. Door opens. We're all excited. Next thing you know, there is an explosion. All of us are dead. Like, pretty much everyone that I could recall being on that ship when they showed up was dead in the ferryman. So we think somebody just messed up and blew up a gunpowder barrel. Then we spawn on our ship. Our ship is not at the fort. It is at some random island currently, or actually no, it wasn't at some random island. It was currently sailing away from the fort. Somebody on their ship had actually either never shown their face or just snuck away. They got on our ship, sailed it away, and then when the thing opened up, they blew up the gunpowder, so we all died. Next thing you know, we're like 5 grid squares away, and we get back to the ship. We immediately turn around and haul ass. The dudes had managed to loot the island and get off and get going before we could even get close. They managed to get all the way to an outpost, drop off and sell before we could even get close to them. And from that point on, if we did skeleton forts, it was immediate guns blazing. We didn't trust anyone. We did not care if you had the best intentions. Oh, hang on. I need to figure out where that island is. I feel like a hard left was the right move. Hang on. Okay, good. I'm navigating around it. Oh, sweet. The area I was trying to go to is actually in the fog. But yeah, from that point, yeah, we didn't trust anyone. Until we stopped giving a fuck about PvP, and we pretty much only allied up with people at that point. But we didn't even do things together. We just alliances and literally just tell them, it's like, we don't care about you, I don't care about me, or you don't care about us. We go to our separate areas, we just make our money, and we just share it and get double dip a little bit. That was the best feeling when you actually had an entire server that had a agreement to just leave each other alone. Oh, hang on. Fog's this way. I'm leaving the fog. And now, yes, the everlasting rainstorm. That's a good pun there, Bones. Yeah, I dealt with too many people that pretended to be friendly for the sake of them getting all the gold instead of just being decent enough people. I was always the down to leave each other be, raid a fort together, split the loot. You get the good skull, I get the good chest. We divvy it up evenly between. It's never the aggressor when it came to things. I think I remember the worst case of PvP I ever had was an island that I'm pretty sure most people hate in CFD. Oh, am I running into Lone Cove? Okay, I got close, but I'm not running into it. Old Faithful, I think it was. Yes, Old Faithful Island. This absolute piece of shit. I think it was about here, along one of the outer edges where there isn't a path, like right here. We ran into some people. They got on our ship, ran off on the island somewhere. They had their loot somewhere on the island in this general like area. So we were parked right here on a galleon. These dudes, we killed them like 8 times, but they just kept coming back. They literally would not stop. And after we killed them like 8 times, then they wised up, realized they couldn't fight. But they would get close, and then they would just long bomb a few shots. They would just send them from way out there and just hang out. They would just literally circle the island, occasionally dropping off a dude to fight on the island or try to come at us, but then otherwise just poke us from a distance. I remember this scenario going on until literally 5 a.m. before I was okay with staying up until 5 a.m. It was one of those bits that was like, God, this game is not fun when this happens. I am not playing it anymore. I suppose that is the quintessential reason that the sloop or the galleon fears the sloop more than anything. A well-experienced sloop crew, even a solo sloop, is more than enough match for any other crew. At least that's the meme as it goes, if I recall. What is that? Is that a ship box? Nope, that looks like a wood crate. And ghosts. Man, did the Eye of Reach get a buff? I remember it... Oh. Rum. I remember it literally not one-tapping most things, especially ghosts. I remember them at least being able to take a shot. Nope. Come on. Oh, where did you go? Oh. Always love it when they phase out just to literally appear again. Now, there were some ghosts and a trident. See, I wonder, can I bury these? Hang on. Oh, where did the button go? Ah. Oh, yeah, I can bury it. Let's see. Get down there. I'm pretty sure the rum bottle should have cracked after slamming the ground. I forgot this was the purpose of what I was doing. Going around, getting loot, and just reburying it. Donating it to charity, as I said before. And away it goes. Let's see. I still haven't found a skeleton boss. Just a random on-island skeleton boss. I still remember when those new market types were brand new. And the whole hullabaloo was doing those new things. They are such a pain in the ass. Anything to do with the Market Alliance, biggest pain in the ass in Sea of Thieves history. Other than people. Literally. Man, they didn't deprecate the random skeleton bosses, did they? It would be a bit sad if they did. You know what I'm talking about? The random skeleton bosses that would die were guaranteed to drop a villainous skull and would drop a map. That would usually be a treasure map or a riddle of the same island they were on that would have some pretty damn good loot. If they killed that, my main method of just roaming around and getting free stuff to donate to charity, it'd be dead. And I'd be very sad at that fact. Should I... Oh, no, I already have a trident. Well, I'll at least bury the trident. Hang on. I'll leave the ship spinning for a minute. Yeah. Wood spin. Man, I can't bury it as it is. Yeah, I have to pick it up, put it down. Oh, no, I can't even bury it. Well, that's a shame. Would have loved to left a... loved it. Would have loved to have left a surprise. Oh, they're still here? But, oh, they got rarer. Maybe that makes sense, considering that I found a random bottle that produced a quest that gave me 3 new types of skulls I don't remember seeing that seemed to be far more valuable than the basic array of skulls. That actually might make some more sense. My loot chain is gone, though, if that's the case, or if they got rare. Although it seems like there's still a healthy amount of stuff appearing on islands. Alright. I'm trying to hang out in the fog for a little bit, but it seems to roam more than I do. See, once I lose sight of that last island, I am far enough into the fog. Watch, I'm gonna run straight into something, just because I wasn't looking that way. So you lower that a little bit. I can still see that ghost... I forget, is that ghost people on an island, or is it like Ghost Fleet? I think it's Ghost Fleet. See, I thought I heard something roar for a half second. Wait, hang on. Did I go back to Lone Cove again? By accident? I did. Son of a bitch. I think Rare might have actually done something smart and tuned them down on the small islands. Because literally my loot collection method for just donating was literally go like Baldur Cay, Salty Sands, Pickering Palms, Scurvy Isle, then I think Sailor's Bounty, Sandy Shoal, like pretty much all the smallish islands here, I would just do a full loop like 3 or 4 times throughout the area. And there would be at least like 6 of them, of maybe the dozen or so islands. And I just collect all the loot. Donate it all to charity. I keep saying, even though I have no idea who it goes to. It's definitely not going to children. Let's see. Hidden Spring Key. And I also love that bit about Sea of Thieves. As much as the seasonal model annoys me anytime a game gets a season, the Battle Pass is super agreeable. I keep leaving the fog, too. I keep saying I'm trying to hang out in the fog so I can find a Kraken, but then I leave the fog. Oh, the storm's there. Should I go in the storm and the fog? That seems like a dumb idea. Let's do it. Alright, come on. Full pour into the abyss. And thinking back to the pain in the ass that was sitting in a storm so you could find stormfish. The rare stormfish. That was such a pain in the ass. When your goal was to get one of every fish when fishing was introduced. And they had to have the rare fish that supposedly only spawned in certain circumstances. And then they had a rare version of that. God. I forgot about the blunder that one of my friends did. So, we had just spent, like, maybe an hour and a half hanging out at a shipwreck because the fish, the wreckers, only spawned around shipwrecks. Because of that, we spent a healthy amount of time just hanging out. And we were trying to get the white rare version because we had gotten everyone in between. If I recall, every fish had 3 basic ones. They had the nighttime one, and then they had the... what's the word? Of course, the rare fish. Buddy of mine is at it for 2 hours. We are fishing for wreckers. I forget if we ran out of bait, but eventually we get the rare fish. And he wants to pass it around to people and show it so we could all see the rare fish before, you know, obviously we turn it in and probably never see one again. My friend ate half of the fish raw. He felt like such an idiot, and we treated him like such an idiot. Because we finally get the rare fish, he eats it half. And of course, we had to check. We tried selling it, but it didn't even count for selling for partial credits at the time. It was half-eaten and no longer able to be sold. My friend then swam back to that same shipwreck on his own, took all the bait he could hold, which I don't think was that much, but I think he might have had a crate. But he went back to that shipwreck and he sat there for another 2 hours until he managed to get the rare fish again. I think every time we played it with him for Sea of Thieves, anytime we found rare loot, it's like, are you gonna bite it in half like the fish? Yeah, just thinking. I think one of my most fondest memory. Oh, I keep doing circles. Then again, that is what I'm trying to do is just staying in the fog. I think one of my fondest memories was literally a night I joined a friend of mine on a galleon. He had 2 of his friends, which officially, I don't remember if I liked these friends. It was real hit or miss with this friend of mine. They went off on their adventure. I sat on a captured fort and just fished. I only caught ruby splashtails. Occasionally a trophy one, but only rubies. And I literally would just fish, take all the fish, and just cook them. Because the forts have 4 stovetops. So you can cook fish at an incredible rate compared to the 1 stovetop on a ship. I just spent, I want to say like a 5-hour time, because I think I was streaming. I don't think the whole stream is archived, but I know I have a section on my Twitch somewhere. I literally just spent like 5 hours sitting at a fort and fishing. On a live server. No one else came by. Then again, the fort, I don't think, reset, so no one had a reason to come by. But I literally just spent 5 hours on an island fishing ruby splashtails and cooking them. And I think I made 1,500 gold. See, Sea of Thieves on open crew, I don't think I ever touched that with a 10-foot pole. Because I think the few times that we trusted a random, it didn't go well. I don't think we used game chat, to be fair, but of course we'd use the best we could with these bits. No, whoops. I think the best Sea of Thieves like productive and fun times. Actually, thinking about it, might have been when I got some of my former coworkers into a game. They would just fire oh, speaking of which, I need my pet. I can't believe I logged into Sea of Thieves and didn't get my pet out. Let's see. There we go. Vampire dog. Which, I don't know if it's just me and my brain, but I could have sworn I heard the sound of a cannon loading. Oh, hang on. What's that? Ooh! There's gunpowder in there! That reminds me of another funny story. Oh, wait, is there a chest of rage in that? Son of a bitch! I must prepare. See, this is why I always stop for these. And also, why you should never run over the barrels. I still remember very fondly the one time, and it only took one, where somebody wasn't paying attention. We ran over barrels innocently, ran straight into gunpowder. I don't think we sank, but I think it got really close. Because, of course, no one was paying attention. You know, it blew up, probably killed at least 3 of us. And it was a galley, so that means, obviously, it took way too much water. So I'm just gonna light that off over there. Probably gonna die in the process. Ow. And actually, is the other one, is that a far enough distance away that it shouldn't... Oh, it shouldn't hurt my ship. It might move it, though. Hang on. Oh, didn't even move it. But now that I think of it, it might have just... Oh, yeah, it pissed off the chest of rage. Thank God it was in the water already. See, this is why I don't do bounties. It is such a nice feeling when you are just roaming about and you find something that's not expected. That's why I love doing the... What's-its-faces. Oh, why are you mad? Hang on. Stop that. But yeah, that's why I love just doing the route of going about on all of these small islands and defeating the bosses, burying the crap. Is when you find something that is an absolute... what's the word? Absolute gold rush of a turn-in. And you literally just found it. I have to also be cautious, though. Well, actually, hang on. Bones, what would you do in this scenario? You dug up a stronghold gunpowder barrel. You know that if you bury it, it's going to blow up on surfacing. Do you, of course, bury it to share with other people and maybe have a surprise? Or do you do the good guy thing and just turn it in? Because as much as somebody might not get loot, they might not get absolutely blasted. Ooh, there was a lot in that. You know, I feel like the Chest of Rage, it's faster than I remember. I think I hear fire. Or at least I hear sizzling, which would mean it's angry. Man, I think I'm gonna have to find an outpost. Oh, right, it actually uses up the water. Hang on. Make sure that's all up to date. Outpost. Sanctuary. Going right for it. As much as I tried to stay in the fog, I suck at it, for all honesty. Oh, wait, what's Sanctuary that way? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, hang on. Anchor. And the sizzling is getting louder. That is worrisome. Oh, wait. Nope, I missed. Alright, so yeah, I need to go around to the other side of Lone Cove. I mean, wholeheartedly, unless it's literally a stronghold or a good keg, yeah, I believe it. But in the case of what I'm doing, where I bury practically everything I find, and kegs, when you bury them, upon re-excavating, or upon digging back up, they actually ignite. And unless you can literally pick it up and defuse it, you are SOL. It's gonna go poof. Oh, good lord. Oh, I might need to splash it multiple times. This might... Actually thinking about it. Yep, there we go. See, one more for good measure. And just hope I am still on course. Close enough. Oh, I have jack shit for wind. I must fix that. And night falls again. I was going to say something, but I completely lost what I was going to say. Must be a normal day. Also, I just realized it's still almost dead. Eat the fruit. Oh, hang on. That's a better fruit. Do I have something shittier? There we go. I may not be taking this seriously, but I also won't waste a good healing fruit for a small percentage. I am not a savage. I am not wasteful. But speaking of which, let me make sure that... Yeah, let me lower that a little bit. I hear the oh, wait. You're not sizzling. Oh, now you are. I look at chest. Oh, wait, it's not sizzling. Starts glowing. Well, actually, I forget. Can you bury loot on outposts? You know, I feel like I should just have a series that's just Sea of Thieves Mythbusters. Or it's just thinking of random things. Can it be done? Most of the time, probably not. And spoosh. Let's see. What did it do? Oh. Yeah, I forgot most of the commands for loot are, to say the least, simple. They all match to some form of movement. And, you know, everything else like that. Let's see, I still say my favorite text. What's the word? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, it was a different chest, or a different thing that actually breathes Finder. Wait, you're not the person to give this. Oh, wait, hang on, before anything. I need to do... Ah. There we go. Yeah, back when the Hungering Deep was live, Captain, I definitely ran that ship set. More than anything else. Because it was the only full black set at the time. Like, hang on, let's take a peek at my ship stuff. Let's see. Let's see. I think at the start of Sea of Thieves... The classic Admiral, and when I got high enough on level, Ceremonial, and, like, Sovereign. I don't think Ruffian existed then. But yeah, it was like, these three were the starter liveries that I ran. Until I got Shark Hunter, because it was an all-black, and then when I got Bone Crusher for Cursed Sails, because it was black and red. And I just like the aesthetic of that, which is where this came from, obviously. Oh, Kraken Skullhead. Now, let's see. What did I loot? Actually, I was just getting rid of the Chest of Rage, so I didn't have a literal firebomb on my ship at all times. I still remember the trickeries of the Chest of Sorrow. Man, I wish I had actually had some sort of following with Sea of Thieves that I could actually make suggestions that Rare would hear. Because believe it or not, that same friend that ate the rare fish and forced us to go looking for the fish again for another, like, 2 hours, he had a brilliant idea for a trap chest, which I think was inspired after looking at some concept art. But it was a chest of jesters, which, of course, it would look like the Fool, the Jester outfit, and everything else like that. But I forget exactly how we said it would. Like, if it spawned a decoy, it spawned a mimic, or it spawned a ghost. But literally, it would be a chest that, as long as it was on your boat, there was a pretty solid, like, timer. Eventually, something on your ship would get fucked with. If the sails were down, it would drop the sails. It would re-angle the sails in an odd way. It would empty the cannons. Something. Even drop anchor. Just as you're rolling along, something messed with your ship and made it go fucky. That would have been such a probably tedious thing to code, but would definitely have been a very fun thing to deal with. Oh, hey, there's the barrels that... I have company. Let's see. Let me actually try the scatter shots. Okay, just another sloop. Hang on. I know these aren't that range, but I'm just gonna... Oh, wow, that is really low range. Oh, yeah, of course. It's, like, right as close as they are. Hang on. Ow. Ah, shit. What was that? Was it people? Oh, hang on. Is it that ball that makes me ride lower in the water? Yes, I know there's a hole in my ship. Alright, well. Ow. Alright. And... Oh, I don't have any fire bombs on me, I don't think. Let me address. Ow. How did a hole get on that side of the boat? Oh, crap. Hang on. I need to go that way. Ow. Stop hitting this part of the boat. Oh, finish putting the board. All right. I'm just gonna angle it that way. Slow down a little bit. Remember when there was that glitch where if you held left trigger before hammering the wood, that it wouldn't make noise? Where's the last hole? Is it one of the weird ones? Or is there... Hang on. Okay, no last hole. We're just creaking. Okay. Man, I forgot that they nerfed the skeleton ships. Initially, when they spawned on you, they did not let go. Literally, they would hunt you down to the ends of the earth until you took them down or they took you down. That one, I just got close enough to an island and confused it, and it walked away. See, I was about to say, hang on. Did I say that and then it noticed me? I think it may have. In that case, let's see, put that away. Okay, I did have max fire bombs. Ugh, fuck. I didn't grab a lot of fruit. Oh, hey. Oh, there's a treasure chest in there. I am just going to... Well, hang on. They're moving again. Where are they going? Well, they're going at me. Relatively. Let's see. And let me see if I can mess with some... shot. No, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, now you're doing that. Fuck. Oh, hang on. I think that was it down. Aha! Eco Tori! But it had to be right into a storm. Thank God it ended when it did, because I just lost stable wheel. Hang on. Gonna inch it a bit forward. Of course, we have the wind. I'm just gonna hope that's about right. Oh, hi, lightning. Well, that was our first random encounter on the ocean. Let's see. What did we get? Emerald mermaid gem. Ashen chest. Shitbox. Not so shitbox. Shitbox. Captain skull. And storage crate. Now, I heard me get struck by lightning. I forget. Doesn't that set fire to things? But it's also in a rainstorm, which I think contradicts itself. Oh, that's right. They made it so it auto-detaches. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh. Thank you, Axolotl guy, for another seal of approval. Oh, wait. Something's still out there. Aha. I think that's all of it. Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. What island am I going to next? Preferably not in... Wait, did I go... Oh, right. That was Lone Cove. Oh, I did end up going south by accident. No, I intended to visit the Lonely Isle, but never did. That's in the middle of the storm. Never mind. I'll go to Rapier, which is in the opposite direction of the storm. I think. Let's see. I am gonna pitch it that way. I'm not gonna bother with hitting the wheel just yet because it's still doing donuts. Throw that down and do my best to hold left. I still think Cannon Cove is one of the better designed islands. Shit. Man, did they start notifying you every time you got a hole in your boat? Man, that did not exist in the old days. Literally, you got a hole, it would say, nothing. Fix it or drown. Or sink. That's a better word. God, I am such a Sea of Thieves boomer, aren't I? This entire stream has we've been talking about old Sea of Thieves memories. Okay, Rapier K was over there. Let's see, and the waves are pitching me a little bit left, so I think it was one and a bit turn. Keeps it straight against the waves. I'll just pretend like it does. Dun, dun, dun. Now, how long until I forget that you can actually walk on grapple hooks again? Or not grapple hook, harpoon hooks. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I gotta spam my favorite chat line. I still remember when people didn't understand what that was or where that came from. The amount of confusion from just putting that in chat with newer Sea of Thieves players. And roll it up and coast on in. Well, actually, let me see if I can do something smart here. Oh! Is that an action one? Well, I'll be damned. Ash and Skelly. I'm just gonna pull myself a little bit closer. You know, I did just get an Ashen chest. How cool would it be if I got an Ashen Keymaster right now? I know they do nothing for me as initially... Ah, just another Guardian. Well, boo. Let's see, is there anything else on the island other than chickens? What are you doing over there? Dying, that's what you're doing. Or, no, that's right, skeletons don't have death. They just have... after death. Alright, come on. Bring it, you pansies. Ow. You bitch. Alright, you're just gonna stand there and take it? Alright. Oh. Okay, well, another new type of skull that I haven't seen. God, well, I guess it's just an ashen version of that one I saw earlier. That's to be expected. Wait, I can't bury this? Oh, it was just in the water and it didn't like it. I am about to make a quite nice little treasure hoard. Racier. Okay, I'm just hitting my dog with a shovel. Move, Racier. Over here. Okay. So hang on. The ashen one died. Ah, there it is. Oh, and a key. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, so that dropped something on this island, did it not? Let's see, that's the old one. That's the outpost that I buried the chest of rage at. Yes! 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. Ah, this is it. This way. I almost just dug up the thing I just dug up because I forgot I'd buried it. Wait, why is music still spooky? Oh, mermaid statue. I forgot those were a thing. And how annoying those were, considering they required a full crew, or at least a 3-man crew, to deal with the red ones. Okay, well, let's do something here. Let's be a bit charitable now, shall we? I think I can do this. If not, I'll just get some doubloons. Let's see. Let's see. What's in here? Doubloon, but well... yeah, nothing was really worth it. So here, hang on. Well, hang on. Well, again, I'm gonna play some Mythbusters. Can I put a chest of stuff in... oh, no, wrong button. And boop. And just buried it all. Donating to charity for some random person that looks at the boards and picks stuff off the boards. Alright, now before I forget about it, what kind of humming are you making? Is it a blue one? No! Figures, it's a red one. God damn it. Okay, so what else was on this island, if anything? Okay, that's a little gold pouch. Okay. So now, time to start, well, depositing some loot. God, imagine the amazement if somebody didn't know those mermaid statues existed, and they just randomly heard humming from beneath the ship. Had no idea who was doing it. That would be some Appalachian Skinwalker type crap. Alright. I missed the island. I missed an entire island. While it may be a small one, I shot over the island. That is just my style. Alright, let's see. I can't do this with loot, can't I? Yep, hang on. Yep, there we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. What the fu- oh. I thought my dog was clipping halfway under the world just because it was rolling over. Dun 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 dun. Oh, this was the other ashen chest I found, that's right. Let's see, let me do the run. Let me move everything before I bury everything. Speaking of burying. No scope. Yep, run on the thing. There we go. Nope. Are you being wonky because you're partially in water? Damn it. Well, hang on. Hang on. Let me see if I can... No, I'm still... No, hang on. Hit. There we go. No, no. God damn it. Fuck. Damn you for not letting me access the rope from the water. So you know what? Hang on. There. Now it won't be in water. If it somehow ends up in water, it's some horse shit. Wait. Oh, come on. More of you. Didn't you see what happened to your friend? He got no scope. Do you want that death too? Oh. Is that old Port Merrick I'm looking at? I think it is. I forgot they rebuilt it and then really rebuilt it. Or, what's the word? Upgraded it. I do wonder, in retrospect, how much the PvP of Sea of Thieves got changed when you could bury your loot. Because if I recall, you could bury the loot, and it obviously made a map, so you could go back and find it. But if killed, or at least your ship sank, the maps you made were also revealed. So people could then go and find your loot. Is that right? Is that how they did the balancing on the burying? Because obviously it would be too OP if you could go an entire match stealing people's stuff, bury it on an island, and wait until they got tired of waiting, or tired of looking, and next thing you know, you just did it. Because that would be kind of this new age version of the guy who took all the loot, was being hunted down, and then ran all of the shit into the Kool-Aid ocean. You know, I feel like the balancing on the rope gives me more seasickness than all of being on the sea. I know there was a lot of people that initially, when they started playing Sea of Thieves, got hit with the seasickness because obvious.
But it has never hit me. It makes me think I'd be good on the sea in life. But, you know, there's visual seasickness, and then there is actual seasickness. Good lord, the mermaid statues are haunting. My Captain Skull just glowing away in there. If there's anything I need to make sure I get rid of, it's the skulls, only for the sake of whispers. I played too much Destiny dealing with weird, creepy whispers to want more from Sea of Thieves. Oh, Jesus Christ. The spawn-in of the ghost was the thing that scared me there, because it sounded more like a roar, like something was coming at me that I had no idea what it was. The phase-in sound, because I didn't know what was happening, was far more terrifying than anything else in Sea of Thieves. Unless they added, like, a giant crab. Then that might be terrifying. Which, that was another idea that me and my friends had when we were hard playing Sea of Thieves. Because, obviously there was the Kraken from launch. That was a sea beast you could fight. Which was a mix of ocean and on-ship combat. Because you could slash at the tentacles, or you could shoot at the tentacles from the cannons. And then there was the Megalodon, which, obviously being a shark, it all in the water, so that was only naval combat. It punched holes in your ship. Oh, excuse me. And you would have to shoot at it in the water. But how do I say this? The cave paintings that we find all over Sea of Thieves. We do see Krakens, and we do see the Megalodons in places. So, what about the giant crab that we've seen in all these mural paintings? Because it was the thought of, if we had a mix of ship combat and naval combat with, oh. Hello there. I have never seen them just appear in front of my face. It has always been, I come to an island and find them. Die, you. More key. Well, hang on. Key. Is there note? There's gold pouch. Did you not pick up? No. Ah, there we go. Good boy, race here. Good vampire dog. Let's see. Good lord. Again with the phantoms. There's 3 AM Kraken. Which, fun fact, if you did not know, every time you hear the Kraken wail at night, it is 3 AM. If you don't believe me, 3 AM. Like clockwork. That's always how I know that the morning is coming. And if I am ever dealing with shadow skeletons, what's the word? At night? I forgot the word night. I was just talking about time. But, no, wait, was this the wrong bit of the... Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it? I can read maps. Oi! Go away. Wait. Oh, there you are. Sweet. So I'm going to dig this up. I think my dog just sneezed. It sounded like an animal sneeze. Good lord, I'm alone. This really took like 6 digs to get it out. I thought it was only like 3. Now. Let's see, grab this. And see what we get from this one. Hi, chicken. I remember when you were the most valuable thing in Sea of Thieves. See, another deployment. Wow. Literally copy and paste. Alright, well. You are banished to Azkaban. I am almost half tempted to not post your thing because I don't want people to find you. It was literally the most basic of basic skulls, and I think the Brimstone Casket was a not so impressive piece of Devil's Roar loot, if memory serves. Yeah. I'm being serenaded by haunting sirens. Doesn't sound as cool as it sounds. Or, it's not actually as cool as it sounds. That is a nice little haul I've managed on old Rapier K. I'm gonna see what this map looks like after I'm done with it. Let's get to digging. There we go. Let's check my phone, because somebody pinged. Back to it. Whoomst! The flip. Oh, right. Whomst the fuck boner is coming my way. Yeah, that was another way to get friends to giggle when it came to Sea of Thieves. Skeletons will spawn, and I go, boners! Which, factually, is not wrong. They are boners. It's just not the type that most people think of. Ah, crap. Choking on my own air. God damn it. Just about to note how fantastic it was, even though the siren statues were a real pain in the ass if you didn't have a full crew, or even a 3-man, because you could only get 1 or 2 of them if you had a sloop. But it was such a nifty feature that they could be turned into literally any merchant and get you XP for anyone. I'm pretty sure that's how I got my Pirate Legend, was turning those mermaid gems all into the Merchant Alliance. Which actually reminds me, what am I on for reputations right now? 62, 55, 60. For a time, I did some stuff with the Reaper's Bones. My creator crew. What the hell is that? What the hell? I am currently streaming for longer than an hour. Didn't get it. Well, I probably have to attach some things. You know, whatever. Yeah, because there's Servant of the Flame, and then there was the Guardians of Fortune when the Flame Heart versus that, and then, of course, Athena's Fortune. I'm still sad I never got to rank 10, was it, with Athena's Fortune? I was tempted to buy all the ghost ship stuff, but it almost became not so unique. Where are the spawn? Oh, they're the spawn. God, and that was a early game days of drama. You remember the first Pirate Legend drama? I'll actually give you all a chance to answer that. Who here remembers the drama that came with the world's... well, the initial world's first Pirate Legend? If no one actually knows the tale, I'm happy to tell it, but I'm letting y'all have a chance. See. Hateful Bounty. I think I completely missed somehow. Either that or it's bugged and it's not showing. Got more skellies? Good lord. I know I've been here a while, but you're not gonna get rid of me. Alright, this is one of the good ones. It's not letting me bury it because it's next to a rock. I'll finish burying everything on the island. If no one pipes up, I will tell the tale of the first Pirate Legend. Wait, what? Just put it here so people don't have to go far. Let's see, refresh that just in case. Yep, I just tried to dig my dog. Let's see. Down. More ash and chests. Are those even that sought after anymore? Like, I know the tomes that came out of there were how you get the main ash and dragon stuff, and it came with some doubloons. But I remember those being incredibly sought after. Alright, was that everything? I think it was. Let me just do a quick lap around the island, make sure there's nothing glistening in the sun. There might be an exquisite not an exquisite spicy. Luxurious cloth. The red one. The red merchant crate, I think it was. Oh no, I think I did bury that. Or I left it, considering it's still shit. Okay. So that was everything. Alright, so a bit of internet history with Sea of Thieves. The first pirate legend was actually a fraud. Now, he was not a cheater. Let me specify this. He did not hack the game, he did not do anything, he did not do some sort of infinite money glitch. But what he did do was take advantage of his followers. Because this dude was a streamer. And I forget his name, because obviously Sea of Thieves came out like 2018. That was over 7 years ago. Fuck. Where was I going with that? Right. The dude had actually amassed his followers. I forget how much of a big following it was, but it was big enough that he literally announced he was trying to be the first to pirate legend. And he was literally asking people to gather loot in their games. Go to the various places and, like, gather loot and head to an outpost. And when they were at an outpost, he would then ask them to invite him in so that he could be there when they turned in on the loot. And he would just copy and paste, like, all of his followers he had. He would jump between games, they would turn in the loot they earned, and he would just rake the rewards of as many followers as he could, trying to get to the road to Pirate Legend. Which, it was official. He was the first not dev to crack open the Legends tavern. But Rare heard of how he did it. And even though he was the official first, he is not the first pirate legend. Because obviously he kind of cheated in the way of getting everyone else to do the work for him. Which, I fully supported Rare in that fact. Like, obviously, not everyone is a Twitch streamer that can just hop into various people's games and have them do all the work for him. Oh, do I hear another mermaid statue? Oh, fuck. Another red one. That's not one I can deal with. Unless it was close enough to the surface and I found a lot of gunpowder. Let me make sure to add that little fine print. If I had enough gunpowder, and it was close to the surface. Because unfortunately gunpowder floats. I have managed to break a red or a ruby emerald. That's not at all what it is. I have managed to break a ruby siren statue solo. But it was a very odd case, or like I said, peculiar case. It was close enough to the surface. And frickin'... God, my words. I'm losing them. It's got to be close enough to the surface, and I have like 6 or 8 gunpowder barrels, which is enough to get it close enough, and then you can just whack it from there. Wait, is there another one? Oh, I'll be damned. Oh, that's a green one. I don't think I can do this one solo. I think I... Oh, ow. Wait, that's right. I forgot. That's the stipulation. They hurt you. Alright, let me beef up and prepare. Just in case. Yeah, the Race to Pirate Legend I kind of see on the same line as the old classic Destiny 2 World's First Race for new raids. Because the guy, what's his name? The guy that won like 4 raid races. Holy shit, that's won 3 of them? God damn. His team won 3 or 4 different raid races, but if I recall, he wasn't oh, I'm gonna play some trickery with this one. He was doing the encounters as he did, but then he would also open up other people's streams and see their strats. Personally, I feel like that's a bit cheap. Because, obviously, you have you and your team working stuff out. If you're going to other people that are in the race and seeing their strats, it's kind of like if somebody in the Super Bowl was actively looking at the enemy team's playbook. Which, for all I know, is a thing that they can do. But, you know, examples are examples. A bit of rambling here, but meh. If there isn't any rambling, is it really a good conversation? Now, go away. I know I won't hear the results of this. This is kind of one of those things that I wish I had a big following for Sea of Thieves for. Because obviously, I'd regularly post these kinds of videos or streams. I would regularly go out, collect loot, and just deposit it. Save it somewhere. And I would share, obviously, the island of where it was hidden. So, anytime you go to one of the map postings, you could look at the thing and look for the same map. I would challenge people to find the maps, but not show them what was buried. And just hope. I would show them the map and the specific X's. Just so that people could know that it was the same map that I posted. And I would totally put all sorts of different traps. Like, obviously, I would put loot. Like, what I would do precisely what I'm doing now. Where I'm burying a bunch of stuff in a small area, but also putting a gunpowder so that if people don't pay attention, it go poof. And a little triangle right there. I still think, of all the islands, Crescent Isle might be the one that, if I had to make a home on, I would totally pick. Wait, what? Oh, pig. I heard something that sounded like wood creaking, and then I saw a bush rattling. So I just thought it was something coming at me. Nope. Pig. I shed a tear for every pig that I remember dying on ventures because we needed pigs for that one merchant mission, but we didn't have the bananas. That honestly, because obviously I'm one of the people that fully says, people can die all the time. Wouldn't care. Animals dying, oh my god, it is so heartbreaking. Crap, where was I going with that? Anytime I saw a pig die from starvation on one of those missions, or just see it in that sad state where you could tell it was needing food, it was so heartbreaking. It was really hard to do those missions because of that. And it was I think the golden pig might have been the most... Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, it's another trident. And another one. Good. Hang on. Ha! Where was I going with that? Crap. Totally lost the train of thought again. What was I saying as we're going over that hill? Son of a bitch. This is the ADHD being real. Let's see, I just talked about the trickery maps. Ah, golden pigs. It was the only animal that I remember that would actually... Obviously, all of them could die if they took hits. But it was the only one that would literally fade. You know, I don't think I've done those treasure vaults. I haven't played Sea of Thieves, like, every season. I'm not, unfortunately, one of the people that can log in and do everything with the season. Unfortunately, as my main channel stipulation is Destiny, that is the game that I, at least currently, have to... Oh. Wait, I forget. Can I fishing pole you? Nope. Oh, oh wait, that's water. Crap. Ow, stop that. But yeah, with Destiny being the primary thing, I will stream any game. But unfortunately, the keeping up with seasonal grind, that is right now exclusively Destiny. And I know the 100 ranks on a battle pass and seasonal content could be done pretty quickly if I actually tried on Sea of Thieves, but it also real hit and miss because, you know, death and thievery is an obvious issue. Alright, let's see what's in you. And if it's the exact same thing of a doubloon pouch, a... what's the word? Brimstone casket and a foul bounty, I will just be convinced that ashen chests are rigged, and then I will buy... or no, I won't buy anything. I will bury the key separately from the chest, just so somebody else can share my disappointment in seeing that. Now, I may be nice, but I definitely have mean tendencies. Oh! Well, it's something different. I think that is one of the more valuable bits. Oh, hey, rowboat. Let's see, I am just going to bury this. And I'm also going to hope that since this is like the 4th chest I've buried, that if you've unlocked it prior, you don't need to re-unlock it across instances. Because I highly doubt anyone is... well, obviously, I'm in a solo thing. But yeah, I don't think anyone is going to be finding my stuff. Oh! Hang on, message in a bottle. Let's see, what does this one want? Oh. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, because these are the ones I've made. This is the bottle. I'll have to remember what island that is. What is it? Picarum Palms. That's old brain, though. Old brain trying to remember. Oh, right, rowboat. Wait, do I hear another mermaid statue, or is that what just ambient ocean sounds? I can't tell. Hang on. And I still remember the weird time when the siren statues were new. And what's the word? When siren statues are new, and I would circle an island underwater forever looking for them, just in case. And there was an odd occurrence when you could be, like, this far out and deep. And you would see a shiny blink, and it would literally just be random loot. That they would actually happen, like, offshore a little bit. It was rare, but it definitely did happen. See, as a gamer, I feel like I need to play Fallout New Vegas myself. Because I've never been the biggest Fallout fan. Like, I've known its existence, and I had questions about Fallout that I wanted to answer, like origins of the Death Claws, all the different vaults and things like that. Because, obviously, I went down a rabbit hole hearing of, like, the various experiments used in every vault in the game's history. But I digress. I feel like I should play Fallout New Vegas. Because I'm pretty sure that is the prime contender for most Fallout fans for best Fallout game. I know recently, supposedly 76 had fixed all of the issues with it, and now it is also contender. It's like, I think it's 3, 4, 76, and New Vegas. But that's also as a person that doesn't have a preference or a dog in this fight. Let's see, what island was that? Okay, no, it wasn't Picarum Palms. That was over there. Fortress, Island, Twin Groves, Laguna Whispers. So what's one of the ones down here? Sands, training tall. Okay, that's the shrine. Lookout, Booty Isle, Cutlass Cave, Paradise Springs, Student Spoil, Snake Island. Hang on. What was this one again? It's clearly a small one. Oh, wait, hang on. That one. Clearly a small one. Grr, I feel like I recognize that. And, like, I might have passed by it accidentally. It's not... Okay, it's not Fool's Lagoon. Castaway. See, this is the pain in the ass sometimes of Sea of Thieves. You look at a map. You know you recognize the island. But then you still search... Wait, is that it? No, it's not rotated. Okay. But you still search the thing and zoom in. You do everything you can to actually identify the island. But then, turns out you zoomed past it like 3 times. It's not Boulder K. No, it's too thin. Son of a bitch. Am I missing an island? It's got flowers and trees, so it's not on the wilds. That's a fortress. Old Salts is archipelago-like. God damn. Yeah, it's not Booty Isle. It doesn't have that weird little nub. Mutineer, Devil's Ridge. And from this point, you start getting into Devil's Roar. Not Barnacle K. Good lord. It can't be anything that... Wow, I am failing right now. Even my dog thinks so. Yeah, it wasn't Rum Runner. See, Rapier looks like a boot. Twin Groves is that. Reaper's Hideout, there's no loot spawns there. Even a Whisper? No, that's a big old... That's... Ah! There it is. Fucking Sea Dogs. God, It is literally the next island over. Oh, boy. It is literally... Nope. Kraken Roar, 3 a.m. Oh, figures. It is literally right there, and it's got a visitor. Hang on, let me do something, too, while I'm thinking of it. Where did that storage chest go? It's time to be OCD about this shit. So, cannonballs. Let's see, take the flares out. Blunder bombs, because I don't really need them. Chain shots, because I don't think you can even break masts on skelly sloops. Let's see. Put all weird ones there. Fire bombs. That. Cannonball. Oh, wait, no, this is the bottom one. Chain shot, go back. Okay. Let's see. You only have cannonballs in use, so... Okay, you just have a bunch more cannonballs. Oh, wait, hang on. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's how OCD I am when it comes to organizing my ship inventory. I purposely took out the firebombs and scatter shots so I could have the cannonballs right next to each other. Which, before I do anything, is there a sort button? Nope. Alright, blunder bombs, all that. Okay, so it's just wood and fruits. Which, from that respect, I also empty this out. Alright, what did you have? Cannonballs and wood. Sweet. Just straight up stuff for that. Ah! A bot comment. Great. Yeah, Bones, could you actually do me a favor? Because I don't have access to it directly. Could you actually... Is there any way you can... Oh, wait, no, you can't see it. It's a Twitch comment, and you're on YouTube. Never mind. I might have to see if I can do that because every now and again I get a bot comment off of Twitch, and it's just not really cool. Like, sure, it's air quotes engagement, but I would much rather have a variety of bots, you know, dead. I play Helldivers, so I hate bots. Damn, I just had one of those moments where I realized, yeah, I've only been going for 2 hours, which is not that long in a perspective of a stream. But it feels like I've been here for ages. I look outside, it's still light outside. Which I get summer. It's always going to be light outside for an extended period of time. But, let's see. Before I forget, I was going to cook a fish so I could fill up that passive heals. Oh, come on. It's just going to be a splash tail. Just give me the damn fish. Island hopper. I'll take it. Come on. Because Sea of Thieves is the only place I'll be able to actually get a fish. Yeah, at least for now. Yeah, that was a slightly successful but sad fishing venture. I went and visited some family in North Carolina for 4th of July a few weeks ago. And the family I visited was, of course, my sister and her fiance. Just because they're down there. They're pretty much some of the closest family we can visit. And her fiance is an avid outdoorsman. He hunts ducks, and he's an avid fisherman. And so I went fishing with him, and it was literally ocean fishing. We were just on the beach, just chucking it into the water, trying to get fish. And I had 3 different instances of a fish on my rod. The first, I felt the tug, and in a panic of excitement, I was trying to get people, everyone else's attention to be like, hey, I got a fish, just so they could see it. And by the time I had turned my head and actually done something about the fish, it had taken its bite out of the lure and fucked off. Fish was gone. And so that I was sad about that, but I was also like, okay, fish are biting. I'm doing something right. And so then the next time I chucked it out, well, not the immediate next time, but the next time a fish bit the lure, initially it did a nibble. And I could tell there was force on it. But I also couldn't tell that it was a fish. I had felt the tug, but it also didn't feel like the tug of a fish. It felt like it could have been like a seaweed, ocean tide. It just felt like it was a light push. And so because of that, initially I didn't think it was a fish. But then, before too long, it did an actual, holy crap, there is a fish on this line, pull. And of course, as soon as I heard it, I went to pull back on the reel and get tension on the line. But as soon as I did that, fish gone. Left the rod. I had no more tension. So, another sad moment. So, then there's the third encounter, which I didn't even see the fish, and it didn't make an impact. It was really, I casted out the thing, I am reeling it in, and the next time I reeled the lure all the way in, there's a chunk taken out of it. And it was a chunk that wasn't taken with the last fish. Which means there was a fish that managed to get all the way up to the lure and take a piece off of it, but also not make a fuss. So I was just like, well, god damn it. That's 3 tries, and I failed them all. Damn it. Which, for full disclosure, to that comment about Master 4 student, I went out expecting 0 contact with fish at all. I went out expecting to throw a lure into the water, but also not expecting to catch anything. I didn't even expect to see anything, let alone have 3 different instances of fish on line. Or 2 instances of fish on line, 1 instance of fish happened to the line. Alright, another little island hopper. I'm gonna cook this one and fill up the bar. And if it's not full, then I'll say screw it. It was 2 fishes worth. I do wonder what these fish would taste like. I do wonder what anything in Sea of Thieves actually tastes like. What would a cartoony pig look like, or taste like in comparison to an actual pig? These questions and more to be unanswered, because how the fuck can we taste a virtual pig? And I will admit, it has happened a lot where I tried fishing while moving, as well as cooking while moving, getting distracted, and coming downstairs to be like, why is everything on fire? Oh, the fish. I am either sailing the boat or I am fishing and cooking. I am not doing both. More ADHD brain. Okay, well that sloop is gone, so at least I don't have to fight to find whatever it is on this island. Is that a fort? That is a fort. I might get under fire for porking at this island. I remember one of these forts being in range of a neighboring island and it being a problem. Which, actually, come to think of it, I think that's the fort I had my fishing venture at. I know they're pretty familiar. The only difference is their name. But the location makes me think so. You know, throw back to... Was it Golden Sands? Banana Stove Keg. Now, while I haven't heard of that, that name makes me think that you literally just put a peg or a keg on somebody else's boat and set something on the stove to purposely burn, set a fire, and ignite the keg. Am I misinterpreting that from the name? Or is that spot on? I hope that's spot on, because that actually sounds like a fun thing to do. If there was a Sea of Thieves mode, well, there was. But if there was literally a Sea of Thieves mode that was just mess around with other people, I would totally do that. Like, that would probably be my main strat for fighting people. Exactly how you do it. Alright, sweet. God, that actually sounds like a fun thing to do. Like, I know the pretty much traditional way to fuck with people is just hiding on people's ships and occasionally being an inconvenience. That gets so... that's like the... or the words. That's the way it's been since day one, so it's kind of very much played out at this point. Ooh. Ah, the bastard cloths. Oh. No, I'm not delivering it to anyone. I'm gonna bury it. You don't have to worry about the cloth getting wet, but you have to worry about it getting dirty. God. Thinking about all these different merchant ventures. It just makes me angry thinking about it. Oh, wait, can I not bury you? Okay, there we go. I was about to say, if I cannot bury these claws, I will commit them to the deep. As soon as we get underway, I was going to cast it off to the side. Alright. Now, let's see, this is the one. So, this is the south side. Okay, so I'm on the south side of the island. So we have one that's right over here. Nope. Missed. There we go. What the fuck is that? And this is why you should do things. I have no idea what this is, but it looks valuable. The King's Chest. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this one in. Like, as much as I want to share the loot, that is something I have not yet seen. So I must. Okay, next. Let's see. There's one on the tiny little nub. Wait, hang on. I'm reading this right, aren't I? Well, I haven't gone forward yet. Wait. Hang on. This is that island. Hang on. This isn't the... Oh, wait. Hang on. That might be a rock, isn't it? It might be. Hang on. Nope. There's a... Well, there's another one. All right. I'll bury this one. Hang on. Is there any new dialogue for this one? Nope. Same basic dialogue. Wait, hang on. And going back down. Sweet. But before I forget, let me actually move this in range of the harpoon so I can take it away. Alright, next. Wait, that wasn't it? Did I just dig up a random chest? I think that's exactly what happened. It's not unheard of. I know I've done it before. Or was I also looking at the wrong thing? Because hang on. Cross-referencing. If this is the set of rocks on this side of the island. Then... Nope, not here. Bait. No, that was the one I buried. Hang on. Can I just rebury you, or do I have to... God damn it. I have to dig it back out. God damn it. Well, actually, hang on. I can use this as a cross-reference. So, bury this. Okay, so this one... Okay, so if I... Well, here, hang on. Can I pull out mouse and keyboard and just... Nope, I can't do that. So if the one I buried is that one on the F4 grid, then the one I need on this one is back over here. Aha! Damn it. These better be worth something, and I'm finding so many. Or did they just replace all of the old basic chests from these? Like, can you find the original basic chests in the wild, but anything you dig up is the fancy new shit? Go away. Stop making me almost hit the pigs. Alright. If you saw the number there, you have to understand. I can only kill 5 more skeletons. Well, I say that. Oh, that's out of ammo. That's always disappointing. Alright, so you can see the number there. You can understand why I can only kill 4 more skeletons. If you don't, I'm sorry, you need to be internet educated. Or just dumb humor educated. Bruh. You know what? Same deal. Oh. They renamed... Oh, wait. I was about to say they renamed it, but they added an adjective to it. I'm assuming the chest of boundless sorrow doesn't stop crying? Because if that's the case, I am definitely not taking this with me. I had enough trouble when I was alone and had to deal with one that only occasionally flooded my ship. I cannot deal with one that constantly floods it. Also, I probably couldn't deal with the constant sound of crying. I'm trying to improve the mental state here. I don't need it worsened. Wait. Oh, wait, did I? Oh. Okay, I forgot to check Rapier K. Yeah, so apparently there's a limit to how many things you can put on a map. Like, there's not a limit to things you can put on an island, but how many things you can put on a map. Because I have 2 different maps for Rapier K. So let's see. How many things did I bear there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, yeah, I buried 16 things on that island. And it looks like the capacity is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can only bury 10 things on an island. Or at least on one map. Actually, hang on a minute. I might get some good rewards if I make it. Bones, do you recall if the Chest of Sorrow sinks a rowboat? Because I think that is a way to subvert. Because I don't remember if they did patch it where you can just have the chest on your back on the ladder, and that wouldn't count. What the fuck? Okay, I think that was a wind gust. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can cheat. Wait, did I leave the wheel spinning? Not really. I'll just say waves. Yeah, I'm just gonna myth bust. I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see, where did I put it? It was right here. Yep. I am going to see if I can make it to the outpost in the rowboat. Phantoms, go away. Well, here. I'll just leave it there for a minute while I go get my other loot. You bastard. Don't want to waste my overheal. Bring the king's chest while I'm at it. Oh, and I also just realized that Skeleton Fleet event is not far. I will have to be careful with that. Because I think, if I remember how they messed with rowboats some time ago, rowboats on back of ship still counts for water generation in the ship. Well, actually, thinking about it, I can just do this one trip. I can just rowboat over to the outpost, sell the shit, and then just teleport back. Or die. Could do that. God, I remember. I feel like that's the biggest boomer status thing about Sea of Thieves. It may still be a thing. The infinite loading screens. Anytime you died in a drastic situation. You're in the middle of a skeleton fleet. You died. You're the last man that can save or you were the first one that died and everyone else is dead. You're the one that has to save the boat from sinking. You're going to have the longest respawn time. Somebody's attacking your ship, just snuck up on you, slit your throat. Well, guess what? They got a keg. They're going to blow it up, and you're going to take forever respawning, so there is nothing you can do. God, that... it's a literally... what's the word? Russell's the Jimmies? Looking for a boomer word of getting annoyed. Well, you can keep the knowledge for later, at least for now. Infinite crying chest can be subverted by rowboat. Oh, thank God they fixed spawn timing. If I ever actually got into, like, traditional Sea of Thieves, not private lobby Sea of Thieves again, I would pray that they fixed respawns. Man, I keep forgetting story-wise that Merrick actually fully died. Like, I know he might be a ghost somewhere in the thing. I forget if he officially died, like, second death. Well, how do I say this? Because death is always a fickle thing with Sea of Thieves, because obviously you can die and come back anytime you want, unless you're, like, a cursed soul, because then you die the second time you're dead. What am I trying to say here? I forgot that supposedly Merrick officially died. Like, as a ghost. Alright, sweet. Whoa. Not gonna lie, it has been a minute since I visited, what's it called? The refurbished fort. So is he ghost? But I recall him doing, like, a big sacrifice as a ghost, and, like, he's officially eradicated. Not just he's a ghost, like, he was dead ghost. Or his afterlife was ended. Probably misremembering that, but what else is new? Damn. Y'all got upgraded digs. Oh, wait, you're the wrong person. I think of Eternally Crying Chest. I go to, Inky Blackface. Or, not Inky Blackface. Inky Crying Woman. Where be the gold hoarder? Let's see, that's the shipwright. That's the merchant. Order of Souls is over there. Probably had to bet that it's... well, maybe not that way. God damn. See, this is why you keep track of things. I have no idea where I'm going for the gold hoarder. Well, maybe it's that. No, that's the Pirate Emporium. God damn. I am literally lost on an outpost. And the chest won't shut up. See, it can't be over this way. This is like the lighthouse. Like, all the stuff would be generally centralized, because these are all the stores in the tavern. Let's see, would it be this way? I'd imagine it's on that dock, but... Oh, they're beside the Order of Souls. Oh, son of a bitch. I think I see the sigil over there. See, this is the benefit to a live audience. And also somebody else to suffer with me, dealing with this crying chest. Alright, here you go, dude. Take it. Damn, 2,000 gold even at a reduced rate. God, I wonder how much that would have gotten me if I had been in full. Oh, well, that's hilarious. I parked technically right next to the gold hoarders. No. Nope, not that. Give me. There we go. And still the rattling gold inside the chest sounds like you're eating cereal. If you didn't think that before, now you do, and you have cursed knowledge. Still almost 1,000 gold. It's not terrible. Let's see. Yeah, my ship is over that way. It's just a robot. I already looted everything off of it. Where was the mermaid? Mermaid. It was that way. Ah, there it is. Die. Wonder how Sea of Thieves would have been different if you could actually kill the NPCs. Like, obviously, the rules of Sea of Thieves is that death is not eternal. You can return to the living world at any time. Rare few cases you can't, but otherwise... that would be funny if you could kill NPCs just for them to show up like 5 minutes later and be like, "Yeah, asshole." Alright, I'll take a visit to the Lagoon of Whispers. See if anything's over there. That was a fun little side venture. Alright, how's these maps looking? I buried... well, 3 things. It was going to be 5, but I had to... what's the word? Myth bust something. Let's see. There's that one... what was the thing I buried? Oh, right, the Chest of Rage. And then the few things I found on that island that I buried. Although, I am going to visit Mermaid's Hideaway, because I want to check a few things. I thought I heard rumbling. Oh, it's just basic Meg. Hang on. Anytime I hear rumbling, I get excited. Because possibly Shrouded Ghost. Oh, you bastard. Oh no, he got disinterested. Oh, no, he didn't. Or did you? You're not going as fast as you would if you were attacking. Oh. The fuck? Alright. Be gone. Didn't even get into any island regions. Wait, now I hear the rumbling again. And now you're back. What the hell is going on? Let's see, hang on. They pitch a hard right. Oh, I forgot about that weird low rumble when he goes, air quotes, under your ship. Can't even see him anymore. What the hell's going on here? Do you not like attacking a still target or something? What's going on here, Sharky? Yeah, now you're back. That's looking a little bit like the regular attack speed. That's probably gonna miss. Nope, got him. Oh, where are you? Oh. Damn it. He was online, I just couldn't see him because of the fucking wave. Only one hole? Good lord, Hungering One. Or Old Blue, they nerfed you hard. Then again, I am alone, so I guess that is the stipulation of being alone on a sloop. You're tougher than I remember, though, health-wise. Oh. Aha! Oh, crap. I hope that didn't do the bug. I still remember that dreaded bug where you killed the Megalodon mid-charge, and the corpse would glitch out and make me stand above the crow's nest. Alright, Megalodon dead. I've killed a skeleton sloop and a Megalodon on this venture. Sweet. Would kind of like to fight the Kraken, although I'd probably eat my own words now that I said that. And flip. And there it goes. I think I see it. No, that was a smudge. I was about to say, I think I see loot, but that's just smudge underwater. Let's see. Treasure chest. Opulent Curio. And Megalodon. In terms of pure loot, there's not much here. I'd have to check to see what the treasure chest held. If there was something truly unique in here. Let's see what you have. Bounty skull. Oh, I gotta move closer. And that's all the shinies. Okay. So, oh, I remember the fine ore being something. Another hateful. Not terrible. Exotic scent. Yeah, it's a bit of gold right there. Altogether. Okay, there was a well, no, it wasn't a shipwreck. I kind of want to find a shipwreck, but I also don't want to roam the map looking for one. Damn, now I'm a bit sad that we missed out on the shipwreck because we wanted to go in the fog, but the fog didn't yield anything, so the shipwreck would have been actually more valuable in hindsight. Damn these choices you have to make on the open seas. I'll probably bury a bunch of this loot at Mermaids. Big island, but we'll keep it all on the front beach. God, I still remember the pain that was the skeleton chairs. God, that was another absolute pain. The hidden skeleton chairs. Oh. Oh, yeah. It didn't load, but if you, I don't think you're still around. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Bones. God, more boomer thoughts. The skeleton chairs, which I think, yep, it's still there. Having to land a cannon shot on that chair so that you could stand on it. Fuck. Hateful memories. Another fucking mermaid statue? I could have sworn this island was almost guaranteed to have a mermaid statue every time. Oh, a green one. How about that? Let's see, refresh that. Oh, I don't have... Oh, well, hang on. Let me do this. Let me prime it. Am I just shooting my shots at it? And womp. There we go. And 2. Okay, so it's a random amount of gems when you actually get gems. Well, how about that? Wonder if it's rare that I got 3. It seemed like a lot because if I'm remembering the value, sapphires are 1,000, or yeah, sapphires are 1,000, emeralds are 1,500, and the rubies were a flat 2K. Then 3 of them would have been 45K. Plus associate reputation. Yeah, that would be a bit of a nice pay just for finding a statue and breaking it. And considering even solo people can break it. Yeah, that could have been a good haul. Okay. So, oh. God, I hate it when I see the 2 arms flip up like that. My brain is ingrained to think it's a gunpowder skelly. Wait, did I hear another one? Okay, no, I think that's just general ocean noise. Now, I will bury a lot of, or the rest of my loot on this island, because I think I'm going to call it here soon. I did have fun. It did improve my mood a little bit, but... You know, that's just being able to actually enjoy a game, talk with some people. Honestly, that's the whole reason that I got into streaming, that... Well... As much as content creation as a possible obvious way of life and making money for myself, I honestly got into the streaming part of it because the idea of, like, tonight, of just hanging out with people, talking, reminiscing on memories, discussing things, learning what other people did. Like, I had no idea of what Mr. Bones mentioned, of the setting a banana on the stove so it could light on fire and putting a keg right next to it so it would blow up without them knowing. I imagine it would, you know, be known. I would be surprised if that trick worked more than once on some people. Oh, but hey, here, I got wood. Let me cook my megalodon while I'm here. Get that going. I forget if there's multiple campfires, but... Oh, wait, no, there is. No, here, I'll eat that fish. Ah, right, you're the NPC that kept having all of their stuff stolen because you kept burying things 5 paces from everything. Hence your name. Let's see, I'll bury you. It would be smarter if I put you in a chest, but This is not a stream for smart people. It is a stream for people that are just people. Gonna be another trickster. Well, actually, as video evidence, I think I'm gonna ignite this one just for the sake of argument. Let's see, and I'm going to... Yep, there it goes. Trickery! No, I know I mentioned it earlier and how it's ridiculous to think so, but this is one of those things that I would really want to try. How does cooked megalodon taste? It is literally food for thought. If it was brain food, it would be food for thought. But that's just me thinking otherwise. It's hard to tell if that's cooked yet. I'm going to grab it. Oh, it does look good. Okay, so I need to run over here and grab this one. I think I won't cook the other two pieces here. Because the yellow... Well, actually, no, that doesn't look as cooked. That's getting there. The yellow glow of the fire very much makes it look like... Well, it's hard to tell when it turns golden. Because everything else is golden yellow. Even if I pull out that, it's just a blinding light. Hang on. No, it's not done yet. Casually picks up burning meat off of stove. Ah. Shit. Phantoms. I was looking at posts. I swear if my meat overcooks because you guys decided to show up. Alright, get out of here. Alright, that looks better. Sweet. Yeah, I'll finish cooking that later. Now, what I wanted to come to Mermaid's Hideaway for was to check a few things. Oh, journal. Ah! Let's see, Salty was... Ah, right, this is from the old Cursed Sails thing, with Wanda the Warsmith initially making her presence known with the cursed cannonballs and skeleton fleets. Salty was right. I don't believe it, but he was right. That old sea dog found a treasure that will make us rich. A cannon from Captain Flameheart's very own ship, the Burning Blade. New to Sea of Thieves in Season 13. Who knows what power it holds? A weaponsmith dreams of finding such a weapon. The cannon is definitely old, but has strangely withstood the ravages of the waves. The tricky part is getting it up from the depths. It's heavy and obstinate. It has moods, and it does things to us. Makes us drunk, or weak, or angry. That was the bits I'd missed. That is definitely one of the bits I missed about old classic Sea of Thieves. Was the way that things were told in stories, and that things would develop in the background that you could see. So, for those of us that... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this does go down there. Into that thingy. But I'll check back at this in a moment. But for those of us watching that didn't know... Back when the Cursed Sail thing was happening, there was a NPC, the weapons vendor. I think it was either a Golden Sands or Sanctuary. It'd be unfortunate if it was Golden Sands, because they just had so many wrong things happening in that outpost. Which is probably why it's so heavily defended and fortified now. But I digress. Where was I going with that? Ah, yes. So, the journals, if I am remembering my timeline right, Wanda was disappearing from her shop. Like, there was a time that she was just fully not present. The weapons vendor was not at Golden Sands. And before too long, she reappeared. Which I imagine was after all of the writings of those journals. Let's see, I'll ignore that because I'm probably not continuing. And from that point... Oh, yeah, fires, because cooked meat. The smoke towers took me off guard. I need to finish what I was thinking of. From that point, when she returned, she did have different dialogue. Of course, asking us, where did you go? She would dodge the question, give us some bogus answer. But when you, if I recall, she also didn't show her hand. Because in the process of doing dealing with Flameheart's cursed cannon, she was becoming a cursed skeleton. She was actually turning into a skeleton. And during that time that she was turning, she was still an NPC. And she would hide the hand. Like, if I remember, she had a whole animation where she would purposely hide her hand and she would not show us. And before too long, if you actually crept outside of the door, you wouldn't see her. But you'd see the shadow of her character looking at her hand as it was changing. And before too long, then I think it was a few weeks before the Cursed Sales event, when the Skeleton Fleets and Wanda officially became a thing, you would actually see, I think Wanda disappeared again, and you would see, like, skeleton footprints leaving from the thing. And I think there was more than one. Like, there was more than one set of skeleton prints. And it would literally lead to the ocean. And Wanda was gone. And then cut to the launch of Cursed Sales. Duke, who was the events vendor at the time, before he turned bad guy, which I still don't know if that's a thing, but supposedly he did. Duke disappears. Or no, Duke doesn't disappear. He sends us on this quest for the Bilgerats, which I think was the right name. But again, I keep losing my train of thought. Duke sends us out looking for Wanda because she is not missing, and outposts were getting attacked by skeleton fleets. And we get sent to, if I'm remembering the island right, Wanderer's Isle. And we're told that Wanda was spotted there, or somebody was spotted there resembling Wanda. And yeah, Wanderer's Refuge, actually. And this crevice right here, right down the center, there was actually a crack right about here in the wall in this canyon that will lead to Wanda's workshop. And it is like a whole space in the mountain right here. And it, like the things I have with Destiny, it's one of those moments where if I walked there... Oh, shit. Skeleton Galleon. I just heard a musical cue that was very much similar to the essence I was feeling of, oh shit, Skeleton Galleon. But moving on, it was one of those things where you look at it and you wonder, was this here before? If you actually paid attention, and if you walked in that area, was that cave there? At the very, obviously the details of what is in the cave wasn't, but was the cave there? Is a big question I know I had for a time. And it was a cool thing where we, of course, found her workshop. We saw evidence, like, we saw evidence of the Flameheart cannon. Like, if you see the cannons here, there is the main cannon that's the tube that everything's get fired on, and there's what it rests on. We find the dismantled pieces of what it rests on, because obviously they took the cannon out. And story-wise, according to that, they took Flameheart's cannon from his ship and melted it down. And from that became the cursed cannonballs. Which, gunpowder. If you were unfamiliar with what they do, essentially there was a variety of things that would affect people that would... Oh wait, I can only kill you now. 69, screw it, I'm about to wrap up. But there was some cursed cannonballs that would affect people, like you would induce drunkenness, you could only dance, you'd go to sleep. Broken leg, which I think... it says one of those cursed sayings. Because the official designation is something that I will only repeat once. But is the limp ball. Which, that is not something that you would want. But aside from childish man jokes, yeah, it was the source of cursed cannonballs, was breaking down a cursed cannon. which is interesting how that's going to work because Flameheart's ship, supposedly Flameheart's back, which I might do that. I think oh yeah, Flameheart's back somewhere. I think I'm going to visit him on the Reaper's Island to see if he at least has dialogue. Maybe. Because I know the Burning Blade returns next season, which is in a few days. And let's see. The Servant of the Flame is Flameheart's son. I remember that. The mysterious stranger that was on the Reaper's Island for a long time was Wanda. And supposedly Stitcher Jim was in love with Wanda. I remember him doing things for the mysterious stranger. Not like that. Don't think about that. Get your mind out of the gutter. But yeah, I do remember him essentially assisting her at the time. I don't recall if Stitcher Jim ever got his... Oh, no, I think, if I'm remembering the Heart of Fire quest, I think Flameheart possessed Stitcher Jim. Like, that's where he got his new body from. Because I remember Stitcher Jim doing voodoo magic on a chest in the old lava pits down in the Heart of Fire, and him running away, burning, because he did something in that ritual. I would not be surprised if that is what ended up happening, is that Wanda used Stitcher Jim, allowed him to be possessed by Flameheart, and Flameheart essentially burned away his skin, took his flesh, and possessed the bones that remained. Which makes sense, because I'm pretty certain Wanda, aka Captain Warsmith, as she was commonly referred to. Never actually seen, though. She never had her own ship, if I recall. But again, I digress. I do believe she was doing a Thanos-like praise to Lady Death. Except this one might have worked, because they are both skeletons. And they have boners. I promise I am not usually this corny with my jokes. I suppose this is me just trying to entertain myself. Keep the mood up. Anyone who has felt like me, where they're just mentally not right, will, you know, just try to keep things light with the mood. Okay, so I need... Oh, hang on. Put that down. So I need to make, I think, 2 different stops. I need to go to an island... Or depending on where I am. Where am I again? I'm in the southern area of the Shores of Plenty. I don't think I'm in the Asian Isles yet. But I believe that's everything. Damn, storm caught up with me. Yeah, I believe I am going to visit... I think I can sell these. God, I need to focus. My focus needs more focus. Reaper's hideout is... Oh, it's actually not too far. I'll visit the Reaper's hideout. Just power right through the storm. Well, actually, I'll glance the storm. See if Flameheart's there. If he's not, I'll hope there is a quest poster board to post all of these chests, but if not, then I'll just head over to Port Merrick and throw all of my chests at the wall. I still almost call it Golden Sands. That's how much is ingrained into me. Like, as much as it has been ages since it was officially Port Merrick. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Oof. Big crash. Are you for real? Oh, crap. Avoid that. Hang on. I'm just going to ignore you for a little bit. I'm just going to hopefully pull a hard right and get us out of this. But in the meantime, have fire bombs. Oh, Jesus. Okay, full control of the wheel back. I think that's all holes. See, instead of going southwest, I'm going to go just pure south so I can have more time in the map. And actually have smoother waves too to aim better. Now, I doubt those firebombs did much in terms of actual ship damage. I was just doing it to keep things down. Damn you. Oh, I hope my mast isn't breaking. Oh, you fuckers. Did you mess with the anchor? God damn. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. For real? You had to spawn a sloop on me right as I said as I was going to be getting off. Because now it's going to be such a pain in the ass. I had 2 locations I wanted to go. Oh, and I'll lose the map bundle. Crap. I just realized if I actually go down, all of this venture is wasted. Oh, Jesus. Yep, they hit the anchor. I realized this was a change they made where now holes no longer have spurts. Essentially, if they get hit over and over again, they just get bigger and put out more water. But, Jesus. Hang on. You know what? Fuck you. Hopefully that gave me a moment to breathe. Alright, cool. Hopefully that pulled my anchor back up, because that means I'll be mobile for a bit. Totally did. Hang on, and I'll hook this that way. Alright. Holes are patched for now. Okay, I don't have many more firebombs, because unfortunately I had the wrong thing as selected. Are you slow? I wasn't with the wind. Is that the key to dealing with skeleton sloops? Just go full hammer on? Either that, or I hit them with the firebomb and they actually don't know how to put out fires and it's causing problems. Damn it, I just realized this is going to have to be more loot that I have to get rid of. Oh, hang on. I'm going to keep turning. Because I just realized I'm heading towards barrels. Oh, did I really just kill you? I didn't even hit you that much. Either that or the firebomb... The firebombing did a lot of damage. That is the only thing I could think of, is me throwing a bunch of fire, poked a few holes, and because everything was on fire, it just did a lot of work. Oh, why am I jumping off of here? Oh, it's probably the gold pouches.
Give me. That's loot. Come on, wave. Raise me up. Let me grab it. Damn it. Alright, my loot's coming. Okay, it fixed itself. Oh no, that's an ammo pouch. Good lord, even just as a skelly sloop, it's timing, the storm, there were so many inconveniences. Mermaid gem. Pretty sure that's a staff. It's another ammo pouch. Might as well. Let's see. I am fairly certain there is one more thing out there. Where did the birds go? Oh, there it is. Ah, well, I might as well just get it myself. Looks like a storage crate or exquisite spices. It was a storage crate. I'm pretty sure any storage crate I find from them is not going to be spectacular. Store all of that. And store all of that. Okay, now, in relation to the Reaper's hideout, I need to head off of Starboard. If I'm remembering my nautical terminology right. Well, actually, yeah, because if that's Wanderer's Refuge, it is solely to the right of that. And this way. Wait, hang on. Okay, the skull fort is over that way. I remember the old days of Sea of Thieves where the best way to load up on supplies was just to visit an inactive skeleton fort. Which I also love the idea of a match-made minigame where people had to defend their own fort from incoming ships. Like, you had enough, like, let's just say you had 3 crews worth of people, so it was like a 12v12. 3 ships. Oh, that didn't sound right. Also, crap. Is that skeleton galleon hanging up by the Reaper's hideout? As if it is, I will have to divert to that later. What was my train of thought? Oh, right. Essentially, a 12v12, 3 crews worth of people that spawn on the island. And I wouldn't say they have infinite ammo or anything else like that, but they are the only ones that can access, for argument's sake, let's just say they're the only ones that can access food and cannonballs, because that's the only thing they'll really need. They won't need wooden planks to fix a boat if they're not on a boat. And from that point, you have, of course, the approaching ship people, which, let's just say there is lots of random barrels outside of the island, and you would have like 3 galleons worth of people approaching, and you could try to cannon it out, you know, circle the island, bombard it with cannonballs, hit people in towers, blow things up, you know, traditional pirates attacking islands. And from that point, it would just be, could you take the island? I wouldn't say there's like a loot objective. I would say it's more like a capture the flag sort of thing. Because from that point, I would imagine, for sake of sincerity, there would be friendly fire. And let's just say your method was to send 1 or 2 people on the island to try to connect, or try to or try to take the island, and just had as many cannons as they could. Let's just say the rest of the 10 cannons absolutely hammering the island as much as possible. Obviously, it's hard to capture a point for your team if the enemies are attacking you and all of your allies are attacking the enemies. You know, random thoughts of game design with Scorp. I feel like I could make an interesting game. But alas, I am not able to make one. I don't have the budget, and I don't have the official ideas. Which I imagine that's what the first Ascendant devs said when they made all of their details. Hey! But in all seriousness, I am enjoying running through the story of the first Ascendant. I just don't think I will keep playing it afterwards. I was going to call, if anyone cares or is listening to this point, I was going to call the first Ascendant the Division test. Because that is very much what the Division was. I played through the story because we had obviously a storyline to go through, areas to unlock, gear to earn. But then the story ended, and it got to that endgame point where, let's say, Destiny had Strikes when the game ended. It also had Crucible. It also had Gambit, Nightfalls, all these sorts of different things that you could do. Division didn't really have that. It was just replaying more of the story. And from that point, they did have endgame raids, but that required friends. And there was a large portion of Destiny endgame that could be done, or at least large portion of Destiny after campaign that could be done without people. Thus, the issue with the Division. Oftentimes, playing it through the story would be fun, but then as soon as you got to anything after the story, not so much. Bless you, Racier. I forget the Reaper's Hideout actually gives you a notification of being on the island far sooner than other islands. I need to see if he can bury something on the Reaper's Hideout. If he can bury something in an outpost, I imagine he can bury something here too. Ooh, if I remember, this is shallow water. Although there is a dock, so I'm just going to pray that I'm going slow enough. Which I also still like. I laugh at the name. The Reaper's Hideout. Everyone knows it's here. No one's officially hiding. And they have made themselves known because, you know, they tried to start a war in Sea of Thieves. It is no longer a hideout. It is just the Reaper's base. Alright, let's test. Aha! You can bury on the Reaper's Island. Also, let me check something here. Yep. Still just the old-fashioned servant of the flame. Do you have any
your loyalty to the flame?
Hmm. Ah, yes.
Soon.
Soon.
May the flame
Oh, they updated these shops. Holy shit, they made a lot of ways to make you buy the same figurehead over and over again. Oh, cool rings. Oh, I didn't realize rings were even a thing. That's actually freaking cool. Which, of course, they give all the cool shit to the people that have to play like dicks in order to level up their shit. Let's see. Yeah, there's promotion. Details of emissary. Oh. That's a cool looking hull. See, this is also the problem that I had when it came to Sea of Thieves and game design. You introduce the arena. Sure. Combat place. So all the people that only want combat can go. It's supposedly, from what I heard, it wasn't the best or most well-made thing. But there is... What the fuck? Oh, rowboat. But there is an outlet that people that only want PvP can go. And then they introduced the Reaper's Bones, which was, if I recall, the most rewarding faction in Sea of Thieves. And it is fully... You could just do it without killing, but where's the fun in that? Because the entirety of the Reaper's Bones gets bonuses when you steal things from other people. Hence why there was actually a rise, I feel like, in content of Sea of Thieves, where it was just people sneaking onto boats and stealing all the valuable shit. I say as I bury a shitbox. No, I think that was honestly just spooky Reaper's hideout noises. Actually, you know what? Why not? I'll sell a gem to Mr. Bones. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot the faction that can take anything. Even though this is an item that can go to anyone, can only be done in high seas. Right. I suppose that does make sense, as much as the logic of the Reaper's Bones does annoy me. It makes sense that you can only feed the faction that is about pillage, plundering, and murder in a server where pillage, plundering, and murder of other pirates can be done. Also, hey YouTube, even though I'm saying the words, there wasn't any murder of anything living in this video. It was literally killing things that can't be killed, that can only be destroyed again because they have no afterlife. It's also a video game. I'm just saying that as well, just in case you think I am talking about the murder of an actual person. It is a video game. Oh, damn, skeleton galleons out there. A mighty imposing thing. We got a few more things I need to bury. You know, imagine, I'm curious, like I mentioned before, how much burying things change the way people approach PvP. Because I think a smart thing to do would be to do the hiding on a boat trick, but with the hiding on a boat, you wouldn't do anything except note what island they stayed at, and if it wasn't an outpost that they were obviously taking loot to, obviously they stored something there. If I recall, you can't just straight up take the map bundle, can't you? Yeah, you can't just straight up take the map bundle. So I think that probably became the rise of essentially just scumming on boats and stealing the map bundles and stealing all the shit. Because unless somebody had a very good memory... Oh, hey, painted rowboat. Unless somebody had a very good memory, I highly doubt anyone is able to go back and find everything they, buried, unless it was in a very specific spot on a landmarkable, or let's just say a spot that carried notoriety. Like, if you know, let's just say you were on the Reaper's hideout, if you know you buried something next to this big rock, you can just dig around the big rock until you find it. But if you just know it was buried on, let's just say, this half of the island, you would be quite SOL. Oh, more fireworks. When I end, I'll actually have a little fireworks show. I'll buy a fireworks crate. Oh, that's right. I actually still have Megalodon I gotta get rid of. Fortunately, I can't bury that. Let's see. Let's see. Shrine, Sailor's Knob, Laguna Whispers, Sea Dog's Rest, Crown Fortress. Ah, the Sea Post. Yeah, I can just head there and then go to Port Merrick. God, this fucking storm. Leave me alone. Yeah, the storm in this game was a stalker I did not want. Crap, I may have to actually head into that storm. Well, it doesn't look like I have to head into it far, if anything. I do wonder if the Sea of Thieves storm does follow people. Like, obviously, I'm the only one in this server. There's no point in it existing on the other side of the world just to be on that other side of the world. You know, that would be a thought experiment. If I sat on the other side of the Sea of Thieves world, I actually might make that my next Sea of Thieves stream, trying to prove a point. Does the storm follow you in cases where you are the only one to follow? Because that would be an interesting question to ask. Let's just say the storm is over here in the southeastern, or southern. Wait, is it southern? Well, that area of the map. It's actually kind of in the middle ground, but if you were in a very far extreme point of the map, and the storm headed straight for you, in the same respect of after when it got close, if you went into a different corner of the map, and the storm once again headed straight for you, storm be following you. Surprised I haven't seen any. Speaking of Megalodon, I'm surprised I haven't seen any shark. How do I keep finding the sea post that is Merrick's wife? Oh, wait. I wonder if they can take other things too, or take the silks and stuffs. So I'm gonna cook up that bit of Megalodon. Let me see what old salts was that. Oh, there is a quest board here, so I can just deliver here. What was your name, Spuds? Suds, that's what it was.
Every star tells a story.
Always stuff for cheap.
Might as well. I need a new bucket, though. Yes, I know. New stuff added to the chest. That's how it's always been there, Sea of Thieves. Bork? Yeah, they didn't say cook to perfection, though. Although I think you have to take it off perfectly timed, so... Like, you can't take it off and put it back on to get it perfect. You can just cook it. Damn shame. Alright. So, with that last sale, I don't have to visit back to Court Merrick. Hang on, what do you have to say?
Fish I couldn't make tasty.
Sarek, head of the Hunter's Call. It's found an adventure across the seas. You'll find Derek, Enoch, Afric, Zarek, Emmerich, Adelic, and Hendrik. Let's see.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There are always more fish in the sea.
It's funny to think there was no mention of Merrick. I think... Well, let's see.
Hello, love. Here to trade.
I think Derek is Merrick's son.
Don't
I
be a
think there's
stranger.
I think there's a portrait of old Merrick at his place. What did Suds have to say, if anything?
Suds needs to keep watch on his friends.
God, I remember your tall tale being a bastard. Alright, so at the end of this stream, time to share with the maps. Now, let's see, the stash quest. Oh, I'm accidentally stashing quests. Hang on. Let's see, unstash all of them. But then... Okay. So, remembering where I have been... Well, actually, no. I won't say that, because I think you just get the map visual anyways. So, I have this map right here. I'm actually going to go through all of them. This map, which, just because it's a weird one, I will say is the Reaper's hideout that you can find. Then, this one. This one. This one. Then there's two maps for this one because there's so much on this one. This one is truly the loot hall, if there is one. Then one there. That's a bit of a sparky one. And some there.
If anyone wants to catch along or doesn't understand what I'm doing, honestly, this entire stream, I did nothing but gather a bunch of loot. I only saved and actually turned in some of them, but the rest of the loot I am actually donating to the quest board. If anyone actually wants to cross-reference, open up the quest board and, you know... Wait. Oh. That's unfortunate. Well, I'll have to remember that for the next time. All of this loot was mine and mine alone. But fully, that is a blunder of mine, but that is essentially how it will work if I ever actually want to dare going on the high seeds modes again. Essentially, I would, you know, post all these maps for people to find on their own, but now this will just be committed to the dark. Like I did mention before, mood is still not completely there. It was definitely improved, but I just hope I can have more simple streams talking with people and actually, you know, enjoying others' company as in the stream. But aside from that, I'm going to set off a few fireworks. It's not the perfect time of day to do so, but I shall just send it off with that. My name is the